Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975. I was going to say and welcome to another Fat Friday. No, welcome to the 100th video in my Fat Friday series. Yes, this series of videos has officially hit 3 digits, which means it's 2 years old. I started doing this series of videos in 2020, and I guess we would have been in lockdown at that point, which to some degree probably also helped contribute to this series of videos, because so much of the stuff in the high street was shot, and then so you kind of food became a little bit more attractive, a little bit more interesting, if you will, than other things. We couldn't go in video game stores, we couldn't go, you know, in anything that was deemed non-essential, which was quite a lot. And so yeah, like I said, genuinely food, I mean, pickup videos, I've always been few and far between on pickup videos. I mean, I love doing my you know, system overviews and, you know, knockoff Chinese tat reviews and things like that. And as we speak, today is Friday the 8th of April, so my mini Amiga should be arriving today. So it was a toss-up between what one of these videos I was going to make and actually make live today, and this one won out. Couple of reasons. One, it seemed only fair to, you know, as I mentioned this last week, and this is a big deal, probably not anywhere near as big a deal as it is for you, as it is for me, but it seemed fair to give it, you know, give it its full attention, its moment in the sun, if you will. I mentioned it last week, so I'm doing it this week. The other reason for me choosing this one over the Amiga is, seeing as Amazon have already lost one package for me this week, there's no guarantee. It's not even been dispatched yet, or sorry, it says out for delivery. It doesn't even say out for delivery, I should say, in their app, which is an annoying thing in itself. So there's no real chance whatsoever my Amiga will arrive today. And besides, there's loads of videos out there on the Amiga Mini, because, well, everyone got a review copy. So getting it out on the day it was launched hardly seems that sort of, you know, important anymore. But who knows, if it does arrive and I'm still up today, because Friday is. There is going to be a little bit of a vlog at the start of this video. If you did actually tune in for the food for, you know what it is, and it is Carolina Reaper related, then skip it by all means. But I wanted to have a little bit of a vlog in this. I didn't really want it to start off as a piss and moan against Amazon, but hey, there you go. Yeah, so if it does arrive later on, and I'm up because this is my reset, my sleep pattern for work, because I work, my start of my week is on Saturdays, then maybe I will record it and maybe I will make it live later this week. Anyway, back to Fat Friday. So it might seem somewhat of an alien sort of idea for content based on food on me, which is primarily a video game channel, but believe it or not, some of my earliest videos were food related. I think this video is still live. I should have checked that before I started vlogging in this video, because a whole bunch of them, due to the various ad-apocalypse that have happened over the years and me not knowing stuff, because my channel is 11 years old now, but you got to remember, right at the start of this, I didn't know what I was doing. To some degree, I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm cheap as chips, ghetto, you know, quality when it comes to my videos, and to be perfectly honest, I have no inkling to change that. I am what I am. This is primarily a hobby for me that I enjoy massively, a way to unwind, deal with stress, deal with anxiety, and all those things that we all suffer behind the scenes. But yeah, and by that I mean, I've never intended it to be anything more than what it is. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be popular. To be perfectly reasonable with this level of quality, I never will. It is something that I enjoy massively, but as I said, I'm all over the shop. Apologies. Has always been, you know, video game related. It was started as a video game related channel. It dipped into comics for bits, but as I said, the various ad-apocalypse over the years meant I have trimmed a whole bunch of videos, usually for sound in the background, but I did do a bunch of food videos going way back. I think my McLawn burger is still live. I haven't checked any of this. I haven't done any research for this. As always, I like flying blind and off the cuff. So, you know, I can understand because this is my most disliked series of videos. It's also, at times, my most liked. Seriously, it goes from one end to the other. And from time to time, people will chime in and just go, I want video games, what are you doing this for? And here's the thing, right? I'm very much appreciative. I am completely humbled and blown away that after 11 years of this cack-handed, poor quality channel, I have an audience. I have great friends I've made on it. I have people, you know, who comment every week, and I always try my best to answer every comment section. I'm very, very much appreciative of that. But however, people need to understand and remember one thing. This is my channel. And, you know, if I enjoy doing something, then I will do it. Because ultimately, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then you're just treading water. And there's no point to doing it. And it becomes a chore, it becomes cumbersome, becomes something that you're just dialing in and putting it out there for the sake of, I don't know, hitting a routine. No. So that's why when I started this series, which was never intended as a joke, but always intended as a bit of fun, and as I said, a kind of result to some degree of being in lockdown, that's when it became, you know, frequent, regular, because in these 2 years, and this being the 100th video, I think I've missed 4, which is pretty impressive, and probably the most consistent I've ever been with a series of videos on this channel. I dropped my vlogs, you know, removed the week name from the title years ago because I just wanted it to, I didn't want, like, and I know this sounds weird, the pressure of having to meet a specific day. I know that sounds stupid because pressure, look at you and your YouTube channel. So it was just because other people, you know about this. Like Steve Benway did the same thing with his Friday Talkie. Just do what you want to do when you want to do it, and then, you know, it will find a home. Don't limit yourself to a specific thing. Yeah, other people can do it, you know, that's great. I can. However, kind of easy with food. Really easy with food, because Friday, which is my last day off from the day I flip my hours, basically involves me going to bed at 5 o'clock, then getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, then staying up to about 11 o'clock, and then going back to bed. So by the time I get up on a Saturday, I'm getting up and I'm in the routine I will be for the rest of my week for working nights. Might sound weird to other people, but that's just the way I do things. That's how I deal with, you know, being a night shift worker. But anyway, so again, I apologise, I'm all over the shop. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm celebrating a milestone I never thought I'd get to, not just with this series of videos, but any series of videos, period. But yeah, so food is something that I generally kind of spoil myself. Fat Friday was a nickname term, not a name created for this series of videos, but something that would always be, today is my Fat Friday. Today it doesn't matter what I eat, because contrary to popular belief, and contrary to what you see on Facebook, with the exception of hot sauces, because I absolutely love and adore hot sauces, my diet is not that bad. It's pretty good, actually. I do my best to, you know, obviously when you have a metabolism like me and a tapeworm, you don't generally have to worry about fatty food. And also when you walk an average of 14 miles a shift in your job, and have a very physical lifting job, calories and stuff like that's not really an issue. But Facebook is just a side, you know, a slice, if you will, into a slice into what my diet is. Because if I find a new hot sauce or something like that, or a hot meal that's easily junk, you know, junk meal and stuff like that, I want to share it, because I know that I'm not alone in my loving of hot food. But that is by no means a representation accurately of my diet. And so people always kind of say to me, how are you alive? Why aren't you fat? Simple, because this isn't the shit I eat every day of the week. However, on a Friday, it's guilt-free eating times. It is, anyway, for me. So that seemed only obvious that I would call this series of videos Fat Friday. Very first video in this series was because, and it was kind of a big deal then, but it's not so much now, but that was the KFC vegan burger. And I'm a carnivore, as anyone will know who watches this series of videos. But stuff like that always piques my curiosity, and so I gave that a go. And then you know, and it's sort of one product leads you into little, you know, mini sort of series within this series of stuff like, well, let's try a few more vegan things. I tried the Greg's sausage roll. I tried the McDonald's dippers. They were obviously, I don't know if they're limited edition. They might be back. And then, you know, it leads into you trying sort of vegan stuff in supermarkets. And I always like that as well about this series of videos. And the other thing that made it so easy to do is because supermarkets are always competing against their, you know, fellow supermarkets to come up with something that's kind of a gimmick, or, you know, the next big kind of junk food ready meal thing like that. You're never going to be short of things to buy that are brand new. And that's when I stumbled my way into Iceland, which has always been a favourite supermarket of mine because they've always done ready meals and things like that that no one else would touch with a barge pole. But thanks to their scarily spicy range of products, you could argue that everyone else now is scrambling to try and repeat the success Iceland has clearly had with this, because 2 years ago, my 8th video in this series was let's try the scarily spicy Carolina Reaper limited edition curry from Iceland. And I think that was probably when this series kind of found a bit of traction, in the sense that people were like, oh my god, watching people eat hot food and torture themselves is hilarious and brilliant. And also, I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, thanks for sharing this with me, Dave. Thanks for letting me know these things are out there. And then it pretty much, because Iceland is my own favourite adult playground, certainly became much more so thanks to the lockdown, because again, everywhere else being closed, and bored of what other supermarkets were doing, and just, yeah, their products. And so they started having this massive range of scarily spicy stuff, sausages, burgers. The burgers were amazing, but they were brutal. Fish fillets, they were amazing, they were brutal, they were all very nice, but fish is a weird thing to have incredibly hot. Then they had their sort of loaded, fully loaded, which is this, what I will be eating in this video after I get to the end of this pointless, overly elongated vlog, if you will. Their fully loaded ready meals section, which is basically fries. That would be rand, because I like loaded fries, which have become very much popular these days in the high street, thanks to, I guess, everyone trying to copy Iceland. But yeah, going back to the Carolina Reaper stuff, pigs in blanket, that cheese roulette wheel for Christmas, I loved it. I've loved it. Oh, absolutely loved it. Oh, a highlight was when it was my dad's 80th birthday. For the guests, where we had Carolina Reaper chicken wings. They were brilliant. I mixed them in roulette style with the regular hot and spicy chicken wings. Was a few funny facial expressions that birthday, I can tell you. But yeah, so it's a very easy thing. I guess I'm trying to say, again, all over the shop, to do a series of videos when Friday is your genuine cheat day, your fat day, and also you do enjoy, you know, looking forward to Fridays, not because you're making a video, which I do enjoy these videos, I really do, as I touched upon. It's important that you make content that you enjoy as much as people enjoy watching it, otherwise there's no spark, I feel. Is there a spark in these food videos? I honestly don't know. There might be after I've eaten some of these things, you could argue. But yeah, so it's just a combination of things which made it so easy to do. I like eating, I like trying new things, and guilt-free pleasure, why not make it a video? So, I am a video game channel, and it's safe to say when I do between 5 and 7 videos every week, and at least 5 of those are video game, you know, related, then what's the harm in me taking a day off from that and just doing this? It's also something else that's interesting that Shock16 mentioned ages and ages and ages ago, where he said this series of videos reminds him of when Friday night, your tea after you came back from school, because obviously it was the weekend ahead of you, it was your last school night, that people would often, you know, more often than not, that would be more so than Saturday, that would be your kind of your special treat meal, whether it was fish and chips, but it was always your parents would cook it, you know, it was never like a takeout, you know, alphabet shapes, and, you know, and chicken shapes and stuff like that, chicken shaped dinosaurs, and a big dollop of baked beans. And those were meals we all remember and have such fond nostalgia for, you know, as we were kids. And I kind of like that observation, and it's true, there is a bit of that in here, definitely. So, long waffle intro aside, started as a bit of fun, kind of an accident, and has easily become my most enjoyable to make, and you know, fondest when I look back upon them, videos on my channel. Does that mean, you know, I'm gonna stop doing video games? No, of course not. That's my true love. Retro gaming is really a truly important part of my life, as is modern gaming. And so, you know, that will forever be here. And obviously I will get around to doing, because my internet's finally fixed. My internet is finally fixed. So I will be getting back to doing some tech reviews. Obviously I'm going to have the Amiga Mini coming up. I've got that My Arcade mini arcade cabinet that's nondescript, if you will. It's their own games on it. I've still got that to review. And I've got a bunch of questions and vlogs. You know, I ask you, you know, I put a topic out there that I want to do. It's just, it's been up and down with shit internet. It really has. So, you know, I am going to reinstate some level of normality to this channel. This series of videos ain't going anywhere, but I am definitely going to, you know, normal viewing will return, and there will definitely be a lot more hands-on, you know, system reviews and stuff like that. But it's, like I said, not knowing how good your internet is going to be on a daily basis, having to jump between 480 and 720, it kind of, you don't want to, you know, review something that could be big, you know, and I don't mean like view wise, but it's something that everyone wants to see. I don't want to have to do it if I can only do it at 480. I want to give the product the love and attention that it deserves. So anyway, I'll put I should have said this. I'll put something at the start of the video, where timestamp where we get to the actual food. But I just wanted to say, for those of you who have genuinely enjoyed and liked this series of food related videos, I want to say an absolutely massive thank you, because even though I've enjoyed it, and it's important that you enjoy these things, the fact that you've liked it, you've gone along on this little journey on a video gaming channel, which is what you subscribe for, and you've enjoyed this, and you've had fun with it as well. So I am very much appreciative of that. Now, what do I have to eat this week? I was talking about that I wanted to possibly revisit. It reminds me of the till in Open All Hours. Every time I shut that, it almost has your hand off. Yeah, revisit the scarily spicy Carolina Reaper chili. Haven't eaten that in about a year. For that, ate one in this series of videos, and it is very hot. Again, Shark16 came up with a brilliant idea, which is, why don't you get all the stuff that you've had in that, you know, series of foods, you know, the scarily spicy, or anything that's been really hot, especially Carolina Reaper, and eat it all in one video. I tried. I looked through my freezer, and I have very little things left of those products. You know, so I think I got a couple of sausages and one chicken strip, because unfortunately they are, for the most part, limited edition runs. I guess that's also what makes them so popular in Amazon. Iceland know that. But it was funny, it was almost fate that I stopped mainly to pick up some more Diet Lemonade, for it is my favourite beverage of choice. I stopped at an Iceland I never normally visit, in the down the Hartcliffe, means nothing new, down Hartcliffe Way, and then basically it's the, anyone who knows my neck of the woods, it's the one opposite Morrison's. I had a quick look in there. They've come up good, you know, come up decently with goods, I should say, for this series of videos. So, you know, they should be thanked as well, but they have not ever come anywhere near to my beloved Iceland when it comes to interesting things to eat, scarily spicy and or Carolina Reaper. And I checked a few other Icelands today after I got this, they did not have them. So I don't know how it works between who gets what store related, you know, throughout Bristol, but it was fate, because this has been shot the same day, genuinely shot on a Friday, genuine my lunch, and a genuine Carolina Reaper product from Iceland. So I was just like, I'm having that. In this video, I will be eating the fully loaded, see, I mentioned the fully loaded fries, that's what this is. They've got one that comes with Frank's hot sauce, a little bit of kick, not really anything else to it, but I do like this series of products. But, so you could argue, because that's successful, their Carolina Reaper and Scarily Spicy ranges are successful, they probably just thought, fuck it, let's make a fully loaded Carolina Reaper fries. And they have. Look at that bad boy. So the minute I saw this, it was like a combination of two of my favourite things in Iceland. I thought, it's fate. This absolutely has to be my Fat Friday lunch. Now, it says, right, so it's got 5 chili rating, which is what you would expect because it is a Carolina Reaper chili and it's the hottest of all chilies. Carolina Reaper chili and jalapenos, warning, very, very hot. And it has a lovely picture that's been made by Boffins. I guarantee half this is bloody raw and probably just been spray painted or something, because that's how these things work. But if it's half as good as that, then I can't wait. So yeah, Carolina Reaper loaded fries. What does it say on the top? It says layered with hot Carolina Reaper beef chili and topped with mozzarella cheese, red chilies and jalapenos. And it is 510 grams. See, I like this. A little bit more expensive, sorry for the glare, than your regular ready meal, if you will. But it's 510 grams. And what gives this the heat, because you could argue that those chilies, you know, jalapeno, I like jalapenos. They are not the hottest. They have a kick, but they are clearly the nicest tasting. They are my favorite tasting chili, but they're not nuclear. And then obviously red chilies as well. So it's the Carolina Reaper chili infused ground beef that's gonna make this hot. Now, how much was it? Look at me keeping my receipts. Oh yeah, I bought some hot and spicy fish. Yeah, who knew? This is £3.25 for 510 grams. You could argue that's a little bit pricey, but then you could also argue that this is something a little bit more elevated or special above their regular ready meals. Right, it takes 40 minutes in an oven at gas mark 6, fan, 200 degrees Celsius for we care not for the Fahrenheit. 200 degrees Celsius in a fan. It's normally 80, isn't it? So, preheat oven, 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 6, remove all packaging, blah, 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 blah. And then 30 minutes. Yeah. So again, why do they print these things so small? Again, maybe I should get a white stick. 30 minutes, you take the top off. You don't stir it, you take the top off, and then a final 10 minutes without the film on to make the top of it go all crispy and jubbins. What's in here? Right, potato fries. Potato. 49%, sunflower oil, modified starch, normal starch, rice flour, niacin, starch. Right, I'm just going to scan through for chili because that's all I'm really interested in. Cue elevator music. Right. Carolina Reaper hot chilies is that far down, but you could also argue if it's that far down but it's slightly more elevated than your average regular chili, so being that far down shouldn't really make that much of a difference because it's so bloody hot. It should you know, what I'm trying to say is when it's that far down in other products and you can still taste its regular chilies, being that far down in Carolina Reaper should, you know, it's gonna punch above its weight, shall we say. Or its position, I should say, in the ingredients. So Carolina Reaper hot chilies, jalapenos, the line down after that, red chilies after that. So yeah, it's kind of round about there, and then it goes to jalapenos and red chilies. Let's have a look at the nutrition information. Energy, right, now hang on, per pack. I don't understand, contains 1 serving per 100 grams oven. What? You're saying there's 5 fucking servings in there? Contains 1 serving per 100 grams oven baked. Bollocks, is there? There are 5 servings in there. Who are you feeding? Fucking mice? Right, we're going to go with per pack. Right, energy. 61 cal. Fat. Ooh. Really? 26. That can't be right. 1 second. Oh, thank God for that. There's a period on there. This is fucking unbelievably small. 27.4 grams. I thought, fuck me, it's 274 grams. Jesus Christ. Of which saturates 9.9. Carbohydrates 60. Of which sugar's 7. Fiber 10. Protein 25. That's not bad for what this is. Salt 4.5. This is pretty much your salt allowance for one day. If anyone from these companies is watching this series of food videos, thank you for your excellent products. But seriously, do something about the size of your text, because either you're trying to hide something or you're just embarrassed. Anyway, right, fully loaded Carolina Reaper fries. Here's what they look like. there's some weight. So you've got your cheese and you've got a big dump of the beef Carolina Reaper, you know, chili beef, I should say, in the middle. You can see the you can see the jalapenos and you can see the red chilies. But yeah, there's a big dump of the chili beef right on top, the fries right in the middle. I'm going to cook it. I'm not going to stir it. These things do not go well when you stir them. You shred the fries and stuff like that. I am just going to cook it as is for 30 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius with the top pierced. And then I'm going to remove this. Pavlov's dogs, I'm starving, and also I've got Windy Pops all ready. And then I'm going to peel the top off and let it crispen up for the last 10 minutes. And my understanding with these things, or my experience I should say with these things, is they don't have enough bloody cheese on them. But I could fix that in future. I'm assuming this is nice. If it is not nice, I mean, they have form. They definitely have form. But if it's not nice, I'm never buying it again. But if it is, I will add more cheese. But we want this to be at factory settings, if you will. So as always, I do this series of videos in real time. So I'm going to go downstairs. Hopefully the oven is preheated, and we're going to bang this bad boy in. And hopefully it's going to be a winner chili beef Carolina Reaper scary spicy dinner. Okay, oven is preheated, 200 degrees. I mean, I know it's 510 grams, but that still seems a lot for a ready meal. Anyway, as I always said, this is free therapy. He misses, he says that, and he misses the first one. Right, so that's 200 degrees Celsius. Well, just bang it in. Hang on a minute. Oh, right, open the door. Do this on my phone. Here we go. Start. In you go. Top of the oven. 30 minutes. Which is 25 past. But as always, I'm doing it by this. Now, welcome to Eddie's Bar. Couple of new ones this week. I have not had that before. I thought I did, but I have the equivalent one that comes in a purple jar. Spoiler alert, it ain't hot. Your mileage may vary, but it ain't hot. This, however, it's got a sweet kick. It's in the world food section. Honey chili sauce. I don't know if you can see that, how thick it is. But this is fantastic. This is basically chicken nugget sauce on crack. It's also a sister product to that, which is absolutely friggin' nuclear. So anyway, right, see you and you in 30 minutes, at 25 minutes past, Dave. Wow, I've been doing this for 2 years and I'm still shit at this bit here. So we're coming up to half past. All I can say is I can't smell anything. I know it's a ready meal, but it's got Carolina Reaper in it. So you would hope that it would smell. But hey, well, to be fair, this new oven doesn't have a fucked seal, does it? So close enough. Let's get this bad boy open. See if I can stand back and not get it in the face once. Oof. Right. Shut you. And I don't know. Have we got a fork? Here's this. It feels defrosted. I don't want to stir it. Like I said, I can smell it now. I'm not going to lick that. Oh, yes. Oh, I can smell it now. My mouth's gone. Absolutely gone. Right, so we're in the home stretch. 10 more minutes, which should crispen the top up. More so for the fries, I would imagine. Oh, all right. Chill your beans. So 10 more minutes. And be hot. Be hot. Right, so here we go. 40 minutes. Again, I mean, obviously when I open the door, excuse me. When I open the door, there will be a rush, won't there? But I was hoping, before got me that time, I could smell it actually, and was hoping it was going to smell a lot hotter than that. Also, those 10 minutes, see, it was 200 degrees, to crispen it off. Oh, poor jalapeno, rest in peace. But yeah, it just smells like beef. Fries are, yep, right. So let's just have a quick look. Cover, product, cover, product. Right, come on. Your redeeming feature, I've decided, is going to be you are nuclear. My fire extinguisher of choice, mouth's gone, and hopefully I will need one, is... Oh, we're still on this. No, hang on. No, I had you yesterday. I'm going to have... Yeah, diet, knockoff supermarket diet lemonade. So, let's take this upstairs. Thought it was a branch. It's cheese. Let's take this upstairs. And hopefully, this is going to be as... I'm dying. As good as everything else in the Carolina Reaper family. It should do, because I fucking love... Well, I hope so, I should say, because I fucking love loaded fries. Alrighty, let's go. So, it's done. It didn't smell as hot as I would have liked. Obviously, you know that. It does smell, because I'm drowning here. Yeah, obviously you would know that, because I gave you a running commentary when I was cooking it. The chips have come up really, really well. Proper crispy. There's more cheese than I thought there would be. Obviously, the primary thing we want lots of in here is the chili beef, the Carolina Reaper chili beef. Dying. Let's crack open my fire extinguisher of choice. Hopefully I will need it. And let's take a fry first, just see what they taste like. Alright, I mean, to be fair, Iceland's fries in these loaded chip meals, loaded fries if you will, are always bang on the money. Right, we're going to jump straight into that bit sharp. Get a decent chunk of cheese, hopefully a couple of chips, and some Carolina Reaper chili beef. But first, palate cleanse. Right. Ooh, windy pops. Let's go. It's not as easy to pick up as I thought it would be. Come on. Well, I can smell it now. Now I've broken the seal, if you will. Right. That should be a decent amount. Let's get into it. How do we do this? And there we have it. That's got... That's got a lash. That's definitely got a lash. That's gone immediately, the back of my throat is on fire. It does, however, taste really nice. If you've had any of the Carolina Reaper products, you know exactly what it tastes like, but really nice. Ooh, and there we go. I'm guessing, ooh, back of the throat, sniffle, end of tongue, tingling, numbish, back of lips. But the thing is, I don't know if my tolerance to heat or my tolerance to Carolina Reaper was getting up there, because it's definitely not having the hit on me it used to this time last year. So let's get another decent chunk in there. Let's get a jalapeno in there as well. Cheeky little jalapeno. Oh, you just scratch everything I just said. Back of my throat now. That is, yeah. It's not curry hot. It's up there with the yeah. Actually, no, I don't think it got any tolerance to it. It's up there easily with the chicken wings. Yeah. That's very nice. That's banging, but that's clearly hot. Couple of jalapenos in there. End of my tongue, Jesus Christ. Palate cleanse. Completely the wrong thing. excuse me, Windy Pops, sat here now hot, back of the throat hot, back of my lips hot, end of my tongue, back of my tongue, got this weird tingly thing going on. I'm sweating. I'm definitely sweating, and it is not a warm day. Windy Pops, would I recommend it? How hot do you like your loaded fries? I've never had fries, chili fries, anywhere close to this. It is hot. But oh, my tongue. Of all the Carolina Reaper products I've had, I don't think I've had any of them do a number on my tongue quite like this. Oh. I'm going to finish it. Not in the video. You don't want to sit here and watch me eat for another 15 minutes. But there is heat. Definite heat. Is it worth £3.25? All those chips are joined together. Going to need 2 hands for that. Is it worth £3.25? Bit pricey for what it is. Prices are going up at the moment. You could, excuse me, you could argue that that's got a hand in there. But it's a little pricey for what it is. But it definitely lives up to what it says. My Jesus, my lip, the outside of my lip now. My lips just a sort of heat and numbness. It definitely lives up to its product brand, if you will. And if you like hot food, whew, I would, whew, Windy Pops, oh, that was a lash. I would recommend it. If you don't like your fries, excuse me, your loaded fries hot, maybe give this one a miss and go for the Frank's hot sauce one. But oh, it's hot. No, it's just a forehead sweat thing going on. Maybe because I'm wearing a hat, but I am feeling this. I am definitely feeling this, but I do recommend it. Again, too hot for you, go for Frank's. If you want to burn the inside of your mouth, clearly, honestly, I definitely recommend it. £3.25. Well, come on, you got to spoil yourself once, haven't you? Windy Pops. Oh, and as always, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this series of videos. As I said at the start of this video, excuse me. Totally the wrong thing. I am aware of that. It's not helping. As I said at the start of this video, I'm amazed that, you know, here I am 2 years later. Just a nice little thing to do at the end of the week for a bit of a fun day, a bit of a fun video, sorry, to end and tie up the week and stuff like that, you know, and something a little bit different. I'm amazed that it's been liked, get on there, as much as it has, and here I am 2 years later still doing Fat Friday videos. So as always, thank you very much, and I would love to know what you think, especially if you've tried this. It's new though, so it might have only been out for a week or so, because I didn't see it last week and I went in 3 Icelands. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. That was warm.